for the Improv Punch Up. I am your host, Leslie Cheruby, alongside my co-host,
Angus McDonald.
with his best NPR. This is the show where...
What, it sounded too... It wasn't the same energy. I wasn't matching your energy.
No. That's
Do you
what
want me
we
to try again?
Sure. Let's try it again.
Throw it to me again?
And my co-host, Angus the McDonald.
Hi, I'm Angus McDonald, reporting from New York, NPR Radio.
Cool. Try it one more time and
that
just
sounds
really amp
get
up
into
the
it.
energy,
Okay.
okay? All right, here we go. And my co-host, Angus McDonald. A little bit more.
I'm really happy to be here. Just a little bit more. It's a great show, and I really appreciate all the stuff people are doing to help me come out of my shell.
Angus, that was
good, right?
disappointing, to be honest.
Really?
Disappointing. Yeah,
Shit.
I'm a little disappointed. Well, this is the Improv Punch Up. This is the show where we take the big Hollywood studios, Angus. They've hired us. They've given us assignments. They said these clips from movies, TV shows, video games, whatever, they just aren't good enough. And we need them to be better. So we want you to use your improv skills to punch them up. Make them a little bit more palatable.
Okay.
So for instance, we'll take a classic movie line. Something like,
Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
and we use our improv skills to punch it up, make it a little bit better.
My name is Inigo Toyota, and welcome to my dealership. You killed my father. Prepared to drive. See, and then
Nice.
you get some branding in there. That's what we're all about.
Good. That's
Oh, a rare clap from a guest.
Nice.
Generally disgusted, a look of disgust towards us.
Yes, but that's good stuff, Angus.
I own a Toyota, so
Oh, really?
I
Like
appreciate
an
the
action
shout-out.
figure of that green
Toyota.
Marsh alien, or
Leslie, should
Or
we
the
introduce
car.
our guest?
I think we should, because those sultry tones,
The great clapping.
the great clapping that you heard, all comes from one person, and quite frankly, we don't need all these fancy diamonds when we've got Krystal Merrells.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, diamonds, gems, all that stuff.
That's right.
Fancy wine.
Fancy wine.
Are you into crystals?
No.
No, yeah, I didn't think so. You don't have like wellness crystals ever?
No.
Okay,
no.
good. I'm glad.
My name is spelt with a K. It's different.
It's that's different.
I guess crystals spelled with a C.
It's
when you're
fundamentally
talking about, like,
different.
The geode? Is a crystal a geode?
I'm
out of my element.
I think a crystal is a
Oh, is that
Ooh.
a pun?
Oh, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
That's just good.
If it was a pun, I would have said no pun intended, even though I fully intended it.
Angus, you're sneakily clever.
I truly didn't mean it. I didn't do it on purpose.
Already with the driving thing.
That I did do on purpose.
This is good. I like where this is going. I'd like to see this side of you more on this show, okay?
Yeah, open up, Angus.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll try.
Open up.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't open up often anymore.
Oh, Angus.
Krystal, we got some clips. And we're just wondering, since you're the guest, we might as well get right to them, start punching up some clips. We could choose the left clip, the middle clip, the right clip. The choice is yours because you're a very special guest.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna go left.
You're going to go left. A little lefty.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
So,
Ooh, okay.
this is a clip I was sent.
Okay. Universal?
What's that?
Fox?
I
Disney?
don't know. It was a VHS in an unmarked manila envelope. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah, just like the rest of them?
Yeah. You get them too like that.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So I don't
Often
know.
they're thrown through a window.
So this is from a show and guys, if there's anything that the Improv Punch Up puts ahead of laughter, it's learning.
It's learning.
That's the most important thing to us.
We've said that from the very beginning.
Education. We've always said that. We always will say it.
We've said that from the very beginning.
I'm glad we got a show like this because this is an educational show I remember from my youth called The Magic School Bus.
This is, in fact, a clip from the very first episode.
Oh my goodness.
gosh.
And first episodes are important because they kind of set up they set up what the show's going to be. They set up the reality of the world that the show takes place in.
Yep.
So I think they're very important. And I don't think there's a bigger flub ever than the first episode of Magic School Bus.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. And
That's a big
it pains me. It's a
statement.
good show, but this is a terrible part of this episode. So I'm going to say that it's clear, but it's clear if you're watching this on video that the class is in space because that's where they go when the teacher wants to teach them about space.
For sure. We've all gone to space.
And all you need to know is that they're in space and that these are children. All right?
Okay.
Children in space.
Here we go. Children in space. Magic School Bus.
Let's do it.
I wonder where the sun is.
See that tiny star over there?
Maybe it's the big ball of fire.
I believe they're on Pluto. It's
Oh,
very
they're on
far
Pluto,
away.
yes.
Yeah,
Pluto's
sorry.
so cold and dark. Look how far away the sun is.
So, the colder we got, the warmer we got to finding you.
It was a good hint, if I do say so myself.
The lizard's got a spaceship too, a spacesuit.
Oh, that's nice.
And the bus is a spaceship. They got all these moon rocks or Pluto rocks.
Stuff for all of us to prove we made it to Pluto.
I don't like that child.
Souvenirs.
I forget, Janet, I think her name is.
Let's go. Are you kidding? There's no room in there. All right, be that way.
She's gonna keep the rocks and not let them in on their bus.
Oh no, the bus is
There's
ruined.
no way I'm going home without my stuff. There's no way I'm going home without you. It's
What?
proof.
It's his cousin.
They're-
Nobody
Oh,
will
okay.
believe me without it.
They're twins,
I'll
right?
believe
Nah, they're
you.
cousins.
Oh.
They'll believe you.
This is important.
Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay
Oh God,
here.
no. Oh no.
I know.
No.
Keep the helmet on!
So he takes his head off and he takes his helmet off and his head instantly freezes.
Freezes.
Yeah, back to Earth and step on it.
This is
This is the first episode of a kids show.
totally. That's fucked up.
And I gotta say, I started rewatching it a couple years ago and did not remember this part at all. But watch this.
He's okay. He just has a cold.
He's got a cold.
Arnold, it's the least I can do. If it weren't for you, I'd still be on Pluto with all my stuff. I don't need to prove anything. That was the most amazing field trip ever. You know it. I know it. If no one else believes me, that's their
This is.
Right on. Way to go,
She didn't
Janet.
learn anything.
No.
No.
She didn't learn a single
well,
thing.
So that's the end of the clip. They set up this expectation that it's like, okay, every episode a kid's gonna die, but they pull back on it so quickly. It's like they don't have any integrity at all.
So there was no kids risk of dying in future episodes.
I mean, no kids died in future episodes.
Okay.
I think they were always kind of in danger. Now that I think
There
about
must
it.
have been a lava episode or something.
But like, if you think about the writer, the person writing this, they're like, okay, and then Arnold gets frustrated, so he, to prove that this is a dangerous place, he takes his helmet off,
Right.
and his head freezes solid.
Yeah.
And then someone else had to be like, okay, but it's a kid's show, so I that second hypothetical person, I hate them. I hate them.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was my biggest problem with the scene. What about you guys?
You know, I think we pick up immediately after the helmet.
Yeah.
I think we keep it the same, but we pick up immediately after the helmet and we see the real.
Yeah, let's have the kids learn the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
I think that's important for
Yeah.
a kid's show.
Yeah, for sure. Because we saw Janet, she didn't learn a fucking thing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a goddamn thing. So
Damn it, Janet.
So let's really make Janet learn the gravity of what happened.
Oh, gravity. That's a good pun.
Oh.
Now who's the punster?
And we're on Pluto now.
We cut to Pluto.
And it's Pluto. It's a soft wind.
The soft winds of Pluto.
The soft winds of Pluto.
I'll do it. I swear I'll do it.
No! His face crystallizes. It's frozen solid.
But his eyes inflate and they bulge out of his skull.
and the eyes pop.
They pop like balloons.
They pop like balloons.
Balloons filled with
Plasma, blood.
Plasma, yeah, that's
corneas, hernias, all that stuff.
Teacher, what's happening?
Oh, dear God. Oh, God, how am I going to explain this to the school board? This was supposed to be a goddamn just everyday field trip.
But you took us into space. You had to know this could have happened.
I thought it would be educational. I'm sorry. I went outside of the box.
Teacher, I didn't sign this on my consent form. My parents didn't agree to this.
Let me take a look at that thing. Did you bring it?
Of course.
Okay. Let me see. We will take your kids to space. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Nope. That is not on there. Okay. Don't cry, kids.
Our friend is dead.
You're making a situation even worse. Okay.
That's it. Give me that lizard.
Don't you dare take my lizard. Don't you dare take
Yeah. Get
Everybody,
over here.
get the lizard.
No.
I got him.
No, it's his tail. Oh, psh. The tail popped off. You fucking idiot. Now my lizard is running around without a tail on Pluto. We gotta find the goddamn lizard.
Miss
You know what's in
Frizzle,
that
you said a swear.
Yeah.
Miss Frizzle.
Fucking right I did.
Oh, our ears.
Oh, Miss fucking Frizzle.
What did I
Oh!
say? What did I say on the bus?
We learned that there's no sound traveling through space. So if we take our helmets off,
Kids,
we
don't do that.
won't
Kids,
hear the swear
don't
words.
You dare do
That's
that.
a great idea.
You're gonna
Take
get
your
in so
helmets off.
much trouble. You're gonna get in so much trouble. Ah!
2 more kids, heads frozen, eyes popping like balloons. The bus approaches. The bus approaches over the hill with the rest of the kids, and the bus's eyes begin to look really sad because it knows. The bus knows what's happened.
You didn't see any of this, okay? You didn't see any of this. We can hide the bodies.
Yeah, the bus is shaking its head. The bus through its horn is communicating that we can't do this. I won't be a part of your lie.
Hey, I covered you for fucking Mexico. Remember that? Shh.
The stop sign opens up on the side of the bus.
A
Flashing lights.
dusty wind blows across Mexico.
Yeah, we're in Mexico.
We're in Mexico now, and the bus, as it opens, the stop sign swings open and hits a donkey.
Yeah, it hits a donkey.
It hits like
an elderly donkey.
Like a really old donkey.
Yeah.
With a really sweet
Ass.
Yep.
Stop with the puns. No, just kidding.
Never.
No, with a really sweet blanket on top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's got lots of colors.
great like Navajo blanket, great traditional style blanket. Yeah.
It's just like someone spent decades making that
and
blanket.
the blanket, because the donkey was hit, the blanket just floats off into the breeze. The soft wind we mentioned earlier has picked up, and now it carries the blanket away, and it takes this wonderful piece of love that someone made, basically this nice warm blanket, and it flies right into the window of a like a lava factory. Like one of those places where they make lava.
Yeah.
Like a volcano?
And
A volcano factory.
Factory.
That's what it is.
Awesome.
And the blanket kind of flies into the hottest part of the magma, the lava, and it releases the smallpox contained there within.
And we're back on Pluto. And we zoom out of the bus's sad eyes.
Aww.
As it remembers the thousands of people that died because of it.
You gotta help. You gotta help me. You gotta help me move these bodies.
Hey guys, I think Miss Frizzle and the bus are over here. And the rest of the kids, the last 6 or 7 kids, are slowly floating over they're like not moonwalking, but they're like, well, they're moonwalking.
Pluto walking.
They're Pluto walking over the nearest ridge, and they're like, yeah, we see her. Look, well, let's go say hi.
Bus, look at me. I think we gotta get rid of the rest of these kids. They're too young. They're too impressionable. They're gonna squeal as soon as they get back to Earth. We gotta cut our ties, man. We gotta get rid of these guys. Okay.
Honk honk.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Miss Frizzle, we found the rest of the bus.
The bus
just starts running over the kids.
Yes, and two chainsaws come out of each side of the bus.
The magic school bus.
Yeah,
We gotta,
that's right.
Let's use some of these powers.
Yeah,
it has.
for sure. So two chainsaws come out of the side of the bus, start mowing children, cutting them in half,
cutting them down. Just one kid it nicks his suit and just like starts leaking air, and then his helmet cracks and explodes.
Yeah.
And we get that third big head frozen eye pop. Because you get rule of three.
Rule of
right?
three. Rule of three.
And now and soon, once the chaos settles, it's just Miss Frizzle and the bus left on the surface of Pluto.
The dust settles.
Okay, we gotta get out of here. What's the nearest? I need a fucking drink.
The bus says, "I have to get out of here."
What? Oh no. You can't fucking leave me here. What? No, we're together. We're a team. We're a package team. You can't leave Miss Frizzle. The magic school bus is nothing without me.
At this point,
nothing.
Miss Frizzle notices that her lizard is behind the wheel of the bus.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
And then the bus takes off into space, and we're just left with Miss Frizzle alone and sad on Pluto as it slowly rotates, and she's enveloped in like the darkness.
In the dark side of Pluto.
The dark side,
never to be seen again
until the second episode, maybe.
Magic school bus.
And cut.
Boom.
And scene.
Wow.
See, thank you guys.
Nice. And
I wish I had a show like that when I was a kid.
Honestly, and now that is a lesson to these kids, you know.
Don't take your helmet off in space.
Don't take your helmet off in space.
And honestly, like I think, you know, what's a big show right now? Like Game of Thrones, big show.
Great big show.
Very known for killing off a lot of characters.
Yeah.
I think Magic School Bus could have benefited from that.
Have a new cast each time.
New cast each time.
New kids each time. New
time
they die.
Just keep the bus.
Just
and
keep
maybe
the
the
bus.
lizard. We don't know. See how the lizard tests.
I mean, everyone loved the lizard.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think her name was Liz.
Probably.
I believe her name was Liz.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's on brand.
It is.
On brand.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Looks like we got another couple clips to punch up. So, do you want the middle clip? You want the right clip?
Let's go. I don't know. Let's go all the way to the right.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
We're having the pieces of bread first with this sandwich. Okay. Now, all right. Now this is.
So this is your clip.
This is
your
my
clip.
clip.
So what?
Yeah.
What kind of setup do we need for this?
Can I give a setup?
Do you need to? It's from a show.
I'd love to give a setup. So anyways, maybe a couple of summers ago, I discovered CBC Radio.
Okay.
Anybody? I felt like a born again Canadian.
Not ringing the bell. But
I haven't listened to it.
My goodness, I discovered that I love CBC radio shows.
Did you hear the fart cannons the other day?
Excuse me?
There was a.
Excuse you.
It was during the snowstorm, and the host, one of the host kids was like, "Oh, don't worry, mommy. If no one can come into the studio tomorrow, I'll just talk about fart cannons." And they literally interviewed the kid about fart cannons.
That's
on
amazing.
CBC Radio. Wow.
That is great broadcasting.
That's great. That's
right there.
That's
real.
the kind of content I want.
So that's the kind of
That's
content we expect
hard-hitting.
from this show.
Well,
so how much
this
farting
show,
is this one?
So now this show, I turned on CBC Radio and they were like, up next, Ontario Today with the gardening segment. And I was like, come on, Crystal, really? Are you really going to listen to the gardening segment? I fucking did, and I fucking loved it.
Really?
Whoa.
I loved it.
All right.
They interviewed this guy, Ed Lawrence, who was the gardener for Rideau Hall, like the Governor General's. He knows everything about plants. So people call him and ask him questions.
Yeah, that's
Now,
hot.
I love this, but I feel like it doesn't hit for everybody. You know, like there's a lot of great content there, a lot of heart, a lot of good information about plants.
Yeah.
But I feel like it could be more.
It needs to be punched
It
up.
needs to be
All right.
punched up. It
Yeah.
needs to be punched
Well, let's
up.
give it a listen.
Yeah,
and see what we can do.
let's give it an old listen
Yeah.
and see what we're talking about here.
Time. Susan, you're our next caller. You're calling us from Toronto. What's your question for Ed Lawrence?
Hi, Susan.
I have a vegetable garden, and something has eaten the leaves of the beets that I planted. And it's just the leaf part.
the
They left the central rib. Can you tell me who's the culprit and how to...
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. You probably have a bunch of very healthy earwigs around. And the eating happens at night.
This guy's a character, right?
Yeah, that's
Ed
tender,
Lawrence.
juicy, and full of iron. They're going to be just so full of energy. What you have to do, you go out first thing in the morning and
First
spray
thing.
through those leaves on your beets, particularly with soap and water. 40 parts water, 1 part soap. You have to have the mix right.
Did you
You
say 40
can't cut
parts?
back on the soap or increase the water. It's got to be in those
gotta be
proportions
exact.
to be effective.
40
and
to
you
1.
have to
40 to
touch
1.
the earwig. After you've sprayed all the leaves, where some of them may be hiding, you spray other spots where they can hide. They don't like to be out during the day. They will hide in or under anything, so you spray into those spots. Some cases it'll all foam up as they come pouring out because they put the largest
guy is
number
amazing.
possible that
I
can
know.
fit into a tight space into that
Wow.
tight
I know.
space for the day.
Earwigs. Gross.
And then you can rinse off the leaves after that. As long as it's been on there 5 minutes or so, it'll take care of anybody who's a problem. Then go out in the evening and watch for a while, just with a hand sprayer.
Stare
if
at
you
them.
see them
Yeah.
running around, you give them a shot.
He's talking
All
about
you do
earwigs.
is make
Yes.
contact with the soap and water,
Make
and
contact.
then watch them die.
Soap
Oh,
and
they'll
soap.
die. Wait, they'll die.
They'll die. Yeah.
What kind of soap was the question?
Now you want a liquid soap, not detergent. The problem with the
Not
detergent is
It
that
won't kill them.
it will eat the waxy coating off the leaves, and that
Yeah.
will cause further wilting.
Wow.
And,
You don't want it
beet
to
leaves
wilt.
aren't going to be good.
No.
You want a liquid soap that
'Cause
can
you
be
can
a
eat
hand
those beet
washing
leaves.
soap.
You can eat beet leaves?
Oh,
That'll
so
work
good.
quite nicely. Just make sure it's thoroughly dissolved into the. You can use warm water; it dissolves a bit better, but don't use hot water.
Given
Bad
the-
for plants.
Don't use
Given
hot
the
water.
headline in
Yeah.
Ontario about bucka beer, is earwigs and beer? Is that
The soap's cheaper. No.
bucka beer? I don't know.
That's good.
That's good. Damn.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
That was actually utterly fascinating.
And that's a real
It
person.
was.
That's
Yeah.
not a character.
Oh my God. No, that's a real
Wow.
person. That's Ed Lawrence. Like the first time I listened to him, someone called in about squirrels eating their tomatoes out of their potted plants. I was like,
He
oh
said
my
kill
God.
them?
I was like, I would. I see squirrels now and I want to run them over.
Really?
They break into my apartment. They
Into
eat,
your apartment?
Yeah.
Wow.
They eat all my shit. And anyway, castor oil. Very simple. Castor oil. He solves so many problems for me. So I want to like pass this love on to more people, you know?
wow.
It sounds like he knows what mixture of liquids you need to kill any given thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Quint from Jaws. Earwigs.
So I think the way to punch this up would be let's take this. It's a little dry. It's a
Yeah, a
little
little
dry.
bit.
It's
Little bit.
informative, but it's a little dry.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe we can jazz it up a little bit. Let's do like a mock episode of what the new version of this show would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
No,
All right.
we'll keep the call-ins.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Welcome to Ottawa Now. Ottawa Now, where we take your calls. I've got with me here our very special guest in everything pest. Give it up for Ned Plorence. Ned, let's hear what you got to say.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Oh, Ned. You, don't talk to me with that voice, Ned. I swear.
I'm sorry, baby. You know, it's just, I can't help myself. Now, we got some good questions, don't we?
Yes, let's go to our first caller.
Hi, am I on the line?
Yes,
Kyler, go ahead.
Cheryl.
Yes.
Let's you're
I'm Cheryl.
live. You're live.
Shut up! I'm on the radio. Hi, is Mr. Plorence there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
Oh my!
Cheryl, what's your question for
It's just
for
his
Ned?
voice. It's just so flustering. Now,
I just want to get another look at you.
My,
Are you on the phone?
I'm on the phone. My children won't do their homework.
Oh, I've
Now,
been
what do you
there
recommend I do with them?
Oh my gosh, we get this
all the time.
all the time.
We get,
all the time.
We get this all the time. Now, you listen. What's your name,
Is Cheryl?
baby?
Oh.
You, in order to get your kids to, what is it, do their homework?
Do their homework. They don't want to do their homework.
Mom, can I use the phone next?
Shut up! I'm on the radio.
Okay, basically, you want to get a quarter gallon of sulfuric acid.
Okay, let me write this down. 1 quarter gallon sulfuric acid.
You're going to get a teaspoon of baking soda.
Teaspoon baking soda. Is the no-name brand okay?
No. Baking soda.
Oh, baking soda. Okay, baking
It's
soda.
very important to get that specificity right, isn't it?
That's what
Ned?
people miss. That's what they. That's what they miss.
Okay, so it's just those two things?
That's right.
So what?
Sulfuric acid, baking soda. You're going to want to sprinkle that. You're going to basically want to put the. Do you have a fan?
I do have a fan. Yes, I have a fan.
You're going to want to put that fan at the foot of your child's bed, and
Okay.
while he or she is sleeping, you're going to put.
Mom, I stuck my toothbrush. I stuck my toothbrush up the nostril of Frankie.
I swear to God, Maurice.
He can only
I'm so
shoot
sorry.
snot out
It's
one
okay.
nostril.
Now, I do have 2 kids. Will this work in a bunk bed type setting?
Absolutely.
Will I need 2 bowls, 1 fan, 2
Absolutely.
fans?
Instead of a mister, as I was going to suggest, I'd just throw the whole bucket into the fan.
Into the fan, okay.
And that should severely cover it. The burns will keep your children home-ridden, and they'll be begging, just begging for some of that sweet homework, baby.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling, Cheryl.
Thank you.
What grades are your children in?
They're in university.
Amazing.
Thank you.
What's your sex life like?
What's my children's sex life?
Yeah, what's your children's sex life?
Well, we live in a pretty small...
Mom!
Shut up!
I took the toothpaste and I put it down Frankie's pants. He thinks he pooped white. He thinks he's a pigeon.
Sorry, what was the last question? How my
you-
children's sex life? We live in a very small apartment.
Are you sure
so-
your children are in university? They sound kind of immature.
Yeah, they're in university. That's just...
Cheryl, is there more going on that we can help you out with?
My boyfriend left. What kind of
Oh,
liquid
baby.
mixture would I need to really fuck his day up?
You're gonna want to take some pancake
Oh,
batter,
God. This is so hot. I'm
and
so
you're
sorry.
gonna want to take some waffle batter.
Cheryl,
Now,
are
what
you
is
writing
the-
this down?
And you're
I
gonna
am.
wanna,
No, I have a very important question. What is the difference between pancake batter and waffle batter?
one has
my
more
goodness.
air whipped into it,
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was going to be a bullshit answer.
and then the most important part, you're gonna want to get some baby batter, baby.
Now, what many people don't know is that baby batter is a mixture of baby oil and talcum powder.
Oh, I thought no.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what it was.
Susan, can we let you go?
It's Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Goodbye. I'll take my answer off air.
Don't worry, Cheryl. Ned never remembers anyone's name.
What was that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just calling you out for the years of working on this radio show with me and not once referring to me by name. Ned.
You know I have the reverse of castor oil. I'll sick some squirrels on you, you motherfucker. I'll do it.
You threatening me, Ned?
You're goddamn right. I'm threatening you on air.
You threatening me on air, Ned?
Yeah, I'm threatening you on air. I'm gonna. Your ass is mine. You understand me?
At this moment, the host takes out a lighter and a canister of kerosene. The host pours a circle of kerosene around Ned
Stop it. What are you doing?
and lights it on fire.
Stop that. Come on. Come on, baby.
He does nothing to move. He just sits there.
Come on. This is unfair.
I know. You know how to make all sorts of mixtures except for the one to put out fire.
Oh, I know this one. Hold on. Think. Milk crate.
There's smoke.
Smoke is getting to him.
Smoke is getting to him.
Milk crate. Maybe if I pour this milk crate on it.
He drops a wooden milk crate onto the fire, and it just increases the amount of fire.
Okay, that didn't work. Fire. How to put out fire. Empty
Meanwhile,
can of Carling beer.
Meanwhile, the host is leaving with her check, the check of Ned, his severance pay.
And she's got cool sunglasses on.
Yeah.
She walks away from the radio station. It explodes.
We'll be back next week. Plant talk.
Oh, man. Ned, one for the books right there.
Ned's rough on the old voice.
It sounded great, though.
Yeah, Ned's a smoker for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
For sure.
But that's good. And, we learned something as well.
Yeah.
We're fulfilling the mandate.
I learned what the difference between pancake and waffle batter was.
Oh, yeah.
And it's air. So
Yeah.
one could also say there's kind of no difference between the batters, but
Well, it's how you mix it. It's like
It's how
the
you mix
different. It's like the difference between liquid egg whites and then egg whites that you beat to a foam to get your meringue.
Yeah, Angus.
To form
I
the
guess.
soft peaks.
I guess.
Have you never beat egg whites?
whipped peaks before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude.
It's just like
I'm
it's
whipping
even
peaks
like
all day.
one's an egg that you beat and one's like a liquid. But then you look at the two, like waffle batter is pancake batter until you put air into it.
Neither of you know what I'm talking about in terms of. The
I
egg
know
white
what you're
stuff.
talking about.
No, I don't know.
Whipping the peaks.
Oh, I'm a fucking like pig monster. I don't eat anything civilized. I don't make any fancy meringues.
It's really nice because it does make your dough more airy when
Really?
you fold in the egg whites after they've been beaten.
This is what I love about having Crystal on.
I learn a lot. This has probably been the most educational. The theme for this episode is
It's
education.
Truly.
Yeah.
The theme for every episode because we said we put it first.
For sure.
So I think that leaves us with one clip left, right?
That's right. And I wonder what we're going to learn with this last clip. And of course, it's my clip. And we're going to learn a survival technique.
Oh, okay.
We're going to learn a
Oh,
survival
man.
This is a
technique
good
here.
This is this is a terrible clip.
This is awful.
Bad movie.
Bad movie. Bad scene.
Bad scene.
This-
Needs our help.
Needs our help.
This gives me nightmares.
This is from... Yeah, yeah. This is from famed director, auteur, seamstress, Quentin Tarantino. And
Seamstress.
yeah, famous seamstress. And
Cool. Learn something new every day.
So talented.
this is a little rhyming movie called Kill Bill. And here we find
Yes.
Bill kill.
The
Kill-
Bill Killer.
The Bill Killer.
Killer.
Here we find the Bill Killer trapped, stuck in a coffin, with only a
Yeah,
few.
this is one of my greatest fears in life.
With only a few inches. We don't know how she's going to escape. Perhaps we're going to learn a technique that will get us out. I think you know what I'm talking about. So let's play it. Great Ennio Morricone score. I'm going to keep it a little low just in case we get hit with copyrights. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Okay, so we got Uma Thurman there, and she's
Yeah.
punching the shit out of this.
The 1 inch punch.
1 inch
The 1 inch
punch.
punch. The 1 inch punch. My friend Brennan and I, we would have this joke of like, it's always a 1 inch punch when you make contact, you know? So you can go 1 inch punch.
That's a very funny joke.
Huh? It's really good.
As a kid who did martial arts for like a decade, I definitely practiced this move.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you
I
say?
did.
Oh wow.
I wasn't good at it.
Oh look, she
It's
broke
very-
through. She broke through. The
Yeah.
1 inch punch is officially broken through the coffin.
Yeah,
Just
this
give an update.
plywood, and I love this shot because she's climbing through the dirt.
The dirt.
It's a
and the
pretty
muck.
cool shot.
It's a cool shot. I wonder how
give
they
it that.
got it.
I think they just poured dirt on the camera.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Probably all it is.
And look, a nice slow crane shot. We're in a cemetery.
Oh right, 'cause they don't.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, boom, the
Zombie
hand.
movie. It's a zombie movie?
It's not a zombie.
She's not a
She's
zombie.
alive.
Oh, wow.
She's alive. I mean, what an ordeal.
Ugh.
Right? It's difficult to watch in some ways.
It's very difficult to watch.
Because she hasn't killed Bill yet.
No.
And she wants to kill Bill. You know?
Yeah, I think that's what's motivating her. I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at reading movies. I can pick up on other things people can't miss. And I think in this moment, she's using her motivation to kill Bill.
Yeah.
To power her through a lot of these ordeals.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if most people pick that up.
I thought she just really wanted a sandwich.
No, well, speaking of, we cut to the diner here. And we get this great shot of her walking across
a dusty woman.
Dusty ass woman. Just walks into the diner.
Oh, she lost her sweet jacket.
Here it is.
I think it had holes in it anyway.
May I have a glass of water, please?
Very polite.
Very polite.
Yes, very
very
polite.
polite. And that's the clip.
It's a terrible scene in an otherwise pretty great movie.
Just
what do you think? What do you think, Krystal?
You know, like it's hard for me to watch. It's frightening.
It's scary.
It's scary. I feel like maybe let's go back to like the first clip we did, and can we make this one good for the kids?
Can we make this one good for the kids?
Yeah.
Make it good for the kids.
That's
yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like what could she be escaping that would be less frightening?
What's less frightening than being buried alive in a coffin in
Yeah.
dirt?
What's
Huh.
less
frightening?
Less frightening.
Buried
milk
alive.
crate.
Milk crate.
A milk crate.
Surface of Pluto.
An empty can of
Space,
Carling beer she could
bus.
be in.
I feel like marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
Marshmallows.
Oh, okay.
What about something that's like a marshmallow? Bouncy castle.
Yes. Nailed it.
She has to escape the bouncy castle.
She has to escape the bouncy castle. And there's like other kids in it too.
Wow. THX. Wow. New Line Cinema.
Lionsgate presents 20th Century Fox.
Bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba ba.
Shink,
Bum
shink,
bum bum
shink,
bum.
shink, shink,
Bum bum bum
shink.
bum.
Kermit the
Bum,
Frog's
bum,
face.
bum, bum, bum,
Jim
bum.
Henson.
Bad Robot. I think that's the J.J. Abrams one.
Blumhouse.
Blumhouse. Miramax. Ooh, not Miramax.
No, Miramax.
No, fuck Miramax.
Definitely not Miramax.
Miramax? You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Boing, 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 boing. Boing.
Fade in. Bouncy castle.
Children laughing.
Whoa! Oh yeah! They use that stock laugh, that stock children's laugh. Do you guys know what? It's the same laugh every time. The bouncy castle is shaped like a skull. There's witches kind of cauldron.
It's like a scary bouncy
It's
castle.
kind of a scary, but it's light. It's fun.
There's a snake going through the eye, coming out the mouth that also serves as a slide.
Nice. Hi, my name's Seven. Do you like jumping in this castle?
Yeah, I like to jump. I like to jump. Woo!
This is still Uma Thurman though. She's perfect for the role, so she's still It's still Uma Thurman. Just picture that. Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm woo, yeah, jumping around. Wait,
Jump.
wait a sec. What was that? The fan that keeps inflating the. I don't hear it anymore.
Oh no, the walls.
The bouncy castle becomes slightly less bouncy.
I'm sinking. I'm not bouncing as high.
Oh no, I'm and he's sinking. He's up to his neck already, and his arms are waving. He's like,
Seven, don't leave me, Seven.
And then his fingertips are the last thing that's enveloped by the rubber of the.
Oh no! Uma Thurman looks around for any hope.
No.
Charmander! Charmander, Charmander. Charmander's like running to try and
The Pokemon?
yeah.
Okay.
And Charmander is running. Oh, I gotta save Uma. Charmander, and then the bouncy castle swallows Charmander.
No! Charmander! You were a hope.
We get an exterior shot. A hope. We get an exterior shot of the castle, the bouncy castle, showing how it's starting to fade. And keen-eyed viewers might notice there's a particular bus parked next to it. Just a little bit of a thing.
Little bus.
And next to the bus is the little lizard.
Oh.
With a very pointy tail.
Yep, very pointy tail.
At this point, it's revealed that we are in Mexico.
Yeah, it's Mexico.
Yeah.
There's a lava factory.
Yeah.
There's a lava factory.
There's people coughing.
There's been a lot of people sick.
Yeah.
Because of a blanket incident.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's Day of the Dead.
It's the Day of the Dead.
It's the Day of the Dead.
Dia de Muertos.
Yes.
Muertos. That's why the castle was there.
Yeah.
That's why it was a skull.
And Uma Thurman is the castle has finally gently laid down on her, and she is trapped. It's very tense. It's very tense.
Think back to your training, Uma.
And we get a flashback of.
So it's a squirt of beans.
Do the voice.
It's a squirt of beans. It's a squirt of beans. It's and then
She's
it's
writing
one,
this down.
it's one scoop of meat.
Okay, squirt of beans, one scoop of meat.
Ned's
You gotta want to.
Plunger? What was his name?
Florence.
You're gonna want to keep the lettuce on top to keep it cool, baby.
Squirt of beans, squirt
Of meat
and keep
lettuce
the lettuce
on
on
top.
top. Okay.
And then boom, you're a taco artist.
And this seemingly unrelated flashback clicks something in Uma Thurman's brain, and she knows exactly how she's going to escape this castle.
Oh my gosh, I need to fart my way out.
Yes, she's going to reinflate the castle.
But she realizes that
Uh-oh.
the strength of regular farts are not going to do it. She's going to need a cannon. She's going to need one of those She's going to need one of those cannons. She doesn't know where.
She gets her phone out. She gets her phone out and she calls into her local radio station.
Hi, can I speak to Ned?
Yeah, baby, this is Ned. What's going on?
I need to DIY a fart cannon and I can't find it on Pinterest.
Oh, baby. I've been in that situation many, many times. Do you have any liquid, you know how you like hydrate mushrooms, dried mushrooms?
With water?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a flask.
No, but do you have mushroom water? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I got a flask of water and I got a bag of mushrooms.
Okay, I want you to put those mushrooms in your mouth. I want you to take a big sip of that water. Do not eat the mushrooms. Do not lose that water.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Now the next thing you want to do. Oh, it's not good for the mic. It's not good for the mic. Please don't do that.
It's totally fine.
I'm a professional broadcaster.
I was sucking in, not spitting out.
How old are you?
What do I do with the mushrooms?
Take the mushrooms out. Spit.
I spit the mushrooms out.
Okay, now you're gonna want to take that water, and you're gonna. Do you have any gum?
Yeah, of course. I always have gum. I've got the double bubble.
Take the double bubble, blow a bubble with it, fill it with that liquid.
Gross, it's grape flavor.
Yeah, she really struggles through this because grape is not a good flavor of gum. But she blows the bubble. She blows the bubble and she keeps blowing into it, and this extra
The thick mushroom liquid.
mushroom liquid fills the bubble.
Yeah.
Make it almost like some kind of waffle batter, and it starts to exterior view of the castle. A small
Mound.
a mound starts to appear.
Yeah.
And the castle actually starts lifting
up.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Right now, as there's a chemical reaction going on, you're creating a big old liquid fart. in that bubble.
And the bubble expands until the castle looks like it used to. Then it expands more, and the castle starts to bulge in weird places and starts to get all. It's like it's too big now. And then the bubble pops.
The snake out of the eye of the castle then
slide.
lands on the school bus.
Oh yeah. And emerging from it, from the castle, covered in mushroom debris, is Uma Thurman. And she walks out and she's dragging her friend Seven, who
and Charmander.
Okay,
and Charmander.
Poor Charmander, who's basically been eviscerated by the.
Well, yeah,
okay,
and Seven hasn't done any better. He looks like he took his head off in space, his helmet off in space,
yeah.
because his head is all frozen and his eyeballs popped.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Don't know how that happened, but it
I
did.
don't know.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get you to the hot dog stand.
And cut.
Charmander.
And cut. And cut.
Charmander.
And cut. And cut. And cut.
Char-
And cut.
My one
And
hope.
cut.
Char-
And cut.
Magic School Bus?
Yeah,
right.
from the classic scene from the classic movie Kill Bill Volume
Bill.
2.
And now it's finally watchable.
It is finally watchable.
That scene is finally watchable. It's less scary.
I feel like I won't have nightmares about that anymore.
That's
Thanks,
true.
guys.
I know. I
Yeah.
feel like I will, but that's okay because I like nightmares.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it makes me feel alive.
Angus, is there something you want to tell us?
Oh my! We don't have time for it. All the problems I have. Oh man, life is hard, isn't it? God, it's just so hard sometimes.
It is hard.
It's very hard.
Sometimes nightmares are the only.
It is hard.
Let's do some plugs.
Yeah. I just brought up the live stream just to see what was happening.
Any comments?
Tongue Law says Janet sucks.
Oh man, classic tongue.
Classic
Hating on
tongue.
Janet. Yeah, just if you're listening to this, that's a good way to kind of start the plugs. We do occasionally live stream these episodes
Every once in a while.
If you follow Podcavern on Facebook, you'll get notified when we're going live, and
That's
you can
right.
watch an episode while it's happening. You can see our dumb faces and our cool guests' faces.
Speaking of cool guests, Krystal.
That's me.
Thank you so much for doing the show. We've been wanting
Thank
you on
you.
for a long time. This is a
Thank
very
you.
fun episode.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything to plug?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
if
you
I
do.
could.
I thought you were about to say no.
Yeah. No.
I've got stuff.
No, that's what I thought. I knew you have stuff.
You have a.
You have a podcast.
Oh, you have
I have a podcast of my own.
What is it called?
It's called This Hat is a Helmet.
Hmm.
And so you guys did video clips. I was laughing because I haven't been to a movie theater in like 5 years or 4 years or something like that. Because I actually have a very hard time watching TV and movies and screen time, which is why I chose a podcast. Because I, for almost 4 years now, have to deal with post-concussion syndrome.
Yeah.
Which is a very miserable thing to
Not fun
deal with.
and not fun at all.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was actually really stoked when you pulled up Magic School Bus and Kill Bill. I was like, I know those. I know those.
I don't have to retain new information.
I know it's far enough back.
Yeah,
I've actually seen that.
Yeah.
But anything else recent? Like I've never seen Game of Thrones. I have no idea what
wow.
that is.
Right.
You have
Right.
no idea what it. No, that's okay.
And
But so your show.
yeah.
Show. What can we? What do you talk
Yeah.
about?
So mostly what it is it's storytelling about my life with post-concussion syndrome. And I bring in stories from other parts of my life and kind of look at them now. I see it through the lens of one being older and two having a disability. So it's very fun. There's a lot of humor in it. And the goal is to raise awareness, but also to connect people with post-concussion syndrome. It's very, very isolating. And so it's a podcast because even though I write out my blog posts, I record myself reading them so that people with brain injuries don't have to look at the screen.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And where can people find this?
Yeah, so This Hat is a Helmet is on SoundCloud. The blog itself is like www.thishatIsahelmet.blogspot.com. improv.com. And I'm also
we will link that when we post this episode.
Yeah. And very exciting this month, I'm doing a special series where I'm interviewing friends of mine who also have brain troubles, talking about dating and relationships with brain troubles.
Wow, that's really cool.
What that's like. Yeah, it's so far been really good. I'm editing the second episode. For hopefully to get out at the end of this week.
That's really cool.
So and I'm also on Instagram. This.hat.is.a.helmet. The dots are because when it's hard for the brain to separate the words.
It is
all
hard
together.
It would be like this high. I don't know what that word is, but
yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah. So I have a lot of help. Posting things because it's a lot of screen time, but anyways, it's been really great feedback, and I love it. It's something I can do with this hard thing.
Definitely, that's we love it. We love podcasting, and we're happy that you get to share in that joy.
You know what else you can do?
Tell me about it.
You can punch the hell up out of some scenes. I really enjoyed playing with you today.
Yeah,
that was me trying to do a compliment. It didn't turn out that good.
I wasn't sure.
You can really punch the hell out of those scenes punch them up, making them better. Yeah.
Okay,
come on,
sweet
Angus. Pull up. Yeah, I'm pretty great.
Angus.
Hey, Leslie. Same plug I kind of always have. If you're a big fan of D&D or improv or either or both, and you live in Ottawa, come check out Quest Friends Forever. Follow us on Facebook. I think we have a Twitter account as well, Quest Friends Forever. Come see shows where we pretend to be brave adventurers fighting dragons and
rolling dice
and jumping around in capes.
But you're not pretending to roll dice or jump.
We have a real giant cardboard die that the audience rolls, and it's pretty cool.
Nice.
People get pretty stoked when you whip the dice out.
When you whip
that sound, oh my god!
When you whip it out, they get super excited.
Oh jeez.
I genuinely didn't mean for that to sound dirty. Oh god. Leslie, what about you, man? What do you got to plug?
Outtake Improv. www.outtakeimprov.com.
Wow.
We're doing some cool stuff this season. Our full the first half of the year, the shows are up. Next month we're doing WrestleMania.
Oh, I can't wait.
Where there's some Game of Thrones in there, a little bit of Toy Story. We got a really fun season planned. If you're in Ottawa, check us out. And I want to shout out another podcast, the Backline podcast.
That's a good
great podcast. If you want to learn about improv, I've learned so much from those guys, Rob and Adam.
Me too.
That's a good one.
Check them out. I don't know.
It's fun.
1 sec. Sorry, it's getting kind of stuffy in here. I'm going to take my helmet off.
No, Angus,
it's
don't
okay.
do it.
I'm
No,
going
don't do it.
I'm going to take my helmet off. Here it comes. Here it comes off.
I swear.
Don't do it.
You learned nothing.
Don't do it, baby. Oh, baby. No. Oh, I can fix this with a little bit of mushroom water.
The Improv Punch Up is a Pod Cavern production. Special thank you to Kayla Maroc for the amazing artwork and Johnny MacArthur for the awesome music. If you want to watch the clips we use along with us, check us out on YouTube. Or check out this and more podcasting goodness at podcavern.com. In the meantime, like, subscribe, review, and enjoy.